Welcome back in, everyone. Looks like our featured match has begun. Sorry for the delay. Unfortunately, the online scoring and the scoring on the courts at Tulsa have gone down on us here. So did not catch the start of this match. We're going to have to listen up for the score. But you can see Matthew Forbes here on the near side, Trevor Svajda on the far side. This may very well be the first game of the match. Looks like that. Gonna say that probably was our first game, and Forbes takes it. We'll go ahead and set our own scoreboards up here since it looks like those on screen are down at Tulsa. Ignore that score in the bottom left corner. We'll leave it ours where it is in case they come back online. So a couple quick holds to start the match now. And we're 1-1 here in the first. Introduce these guys. It's a Matthew Forbes serving far court for Michigan State, the Michigan State sophomore. After a nice freshman year. Campaign for him last season with the Spartans, and a good year for the Spartans. And a good team, they return with
Carr, South Florida, Glenn, Ohio State.
Barish, Thanos, Forbes.
Carr, South Florida, Glenn, Ohio State.
Say a lot of the same players. See the wheels of Trevor Svajda there, but Forbes going to challenge him step for step in that category. Forbes' teammate, Ozan Barish, up 4-2 in the third, was watching a little bit of that one earlier. Jack Loudon of Kentucky had a couple match points at 5-4 in the second, serving at 40-30, and Barish broke him, wins the breaker, and he's now up a break in the third. So the Spartans looking to get off to a good start here on day 2. Oh, well played by Forbes there. Trevor Svajda entering his junior year at SMU. #1 player for the Mustangs. And that's an ace. Yeah, saw Svajda give it a second look and then nod. Take another look at that one. Yep, there you see him. Look at it. Give the nod. So Forbes holds for 2-1. A reminder, here in Tulsa, we've got the electronic line calling system at play. All the outdoor courts have it. They do not have it indoors if forced to move there like we were yesterday afternoon, but outdoor courts all have the electronic line calling. The way that electronic line calling works is each player gets 3 challenges per set. They don't carry over. Use it or lose it. If you challenge and you are correct, you do not lose that challenge. You maintain it. So if that happened on your first challenge and you won the challenge, you still have 3 remaining. If you lose the challenge, you'll drop it and drop down to 2 challenges. Standard overrule system. Point penalty system still in effect if you are overruled. First one's a freebie, second's a point, third's a game, fourth is the match. Looks like the scoring flipped bottom left, but still not up to date, so we'll leave ours up, at least for now. Little deep there from Svajda. Forbes here on the near court. If you follow the women's game as well in college, you know his sister Abby. Great player, played at UCLA, North Carolina. And it sounds like the same situation that we had yesterday may have just occurred again on that Ozan Barish. Jack Loudit match. It sounds like Loudit may have just been given a match, fourth overrule match penalty. Loudit was up 5-1 double break in the second. Ends up dropping it and then goes down to a match penalty in the deciding set. What a comeback from Ozan Barish. Ball sails wide for 30 all. Looks like those scoreboards trying to catch up with us, but we'll leave ours up. Svajda serving here now, of course, his older brother Zach. Professional tennis player. Thought I had heard he announced his retirement at the end of the season and then went on a tear. So I don't know if that still holds, if he's going to give it up at the end of the year or if he's going to keep playing now, but certainly some good tennis genes in the family there, as there are in the Forbes family. Get a little more into the Forbes family here as we go on. Oh, a little bit of a bailout there. He telegraphed that drop and then missed it on top of it. Not the wisest of shots. Had that short ball, I think that was one that, and he's certainly going to be second guessing himself there. Could have easily put that ball away from approaching the service line. Nevertheless, it's 4 holds to start. It'll be 2 all. Matthew Forbes to serve here for the Spartans.
Arkansas, Jefferson, Florida, board score 11. Verba, Arkansas, Jefferson, Florida, board score 11.
Oh, that ball pushed deep by Svajda. Looks like Forbes wants to throw some drop shots in. I'm going to say that's more maybe to get Trevor Svajda to the net than it is that he thinks he's going to hit drop shot winners. Svajda, plenty of wheels, but not a guy that really wants to be in at the net. So maybe that's Forbes' way to get him in. An easy love hold for Matthew Forbes, and it's 3-2. Cover a few of the details here. Not only are the players vying for an All-American title and to become an All-American here at this 2025 ITA All-American Championships, but there's a little more on the line, beginning with last year in a new format, qualifying for the NCAA Singles Championship. Only way into the NCAA Singles Championship now is to win your way in through one of 4 tournaments, and that begins here this week in Tulsa. 10 spots up for grabs in singles. Those will be your 8 quarterfinalists and your 2 backdraw finalists. They'll be your first 10 qualifiers for the NCAA tournament. Then we'll move on to regionals. There are 13 regions. Your 2 finalists from each region makes it. That's 36. So we move to conference masters. Each conference can send a player of their choice, 4 of them. The 4 semifinalists will qualify there. That gives you 40, and then your final 24 come from sectionals. There are 4 sections, so 6 players at each sectional will qualify. And that's your 4 semifinalists. And then of your 4 quarterfinalists, one of the most exciting things in that sectional is the 4 losers in the quarterfinals will play 2 matches, a playoff. And the 2 winners will take those final 2 spots into the NCAA tournament. Love for Svajda. No big challenges yet here on either service game. Svajda was quite the land for SMU and Coach Grant Chen and Ben Johnson. He was the #1 player in the country coming out of his class. Made the finals at Kalamazoo 2023 tournament. His brother won a couple times, I believe. That's off memory, I don't recall. But I think that final at Kalamazoo for Trevor got him a U.S. Open qualifying wild card that year. It's a lob winner for Trevor Svajda to make it 3-all. I'm kind of chuckling, laughing at the fact that these 2 are drop-shotting each other, as these are 2 of the quicker guys out there. I don't think you're going to get a lot of drop-shot winners. It's got to be more for the desire to potentially bring them in, as I would not bet against either one of these 2 covering a drop shot at the net. So Forbes will pick it up here, 6 holds in a row. 3-all. Thought we were going to see Forbes go the drop shot. Would have been a well-timed one. He had Svajda so deep there, but that time he elects to go with the ground stroke and give Svajda a chance to pass him. And that's exactly what Svajda did. And here's the first little spot of trouble, I think, on the service games. As Svajda now has a love 30 look at the Forbes serve. Mentioned Forbes' sister Abby. Her tennis. He's also got a brother Luke. I know they're at home watching. Shout out to you, Luke. Matthew's brother Luke, autistic, and a cause that's near and dear to that family. So I hope you guys enjoy the broadcast today. There's a big forehand at a great time for Forbes at love 30 here. We'll get another look at that one. Inside out forehand winner from Forbes. Under and looped too much, so Svajda is going to get a first chance to look at some break points now. Three break chances if needed here for Trevor Svajda. 15-40 on the Forbes serve. Winner there from Svajda, and it's the first break of the match. So Trevor Svajda goes up a break 4-3. Svajda stayed on top of that one, gave Forbes no chance to be the aggressor, which is something I know he's been working on. So we'll see if he can try to regroup quickly here and come back with something. See Mike Flowers there with him on the bench. Assistant coach under head coach Harry Jaden at Michigan State. Jaden, one of the legendary Spartans, back to his alma mater. To lead the helm, and quite a group he's put together. Still has one of the Sheldon brothers there, Mitchell. Hope you're listening, Harry, as I'll have to call out that the Sheldon brothers played doubles together this week at the Futures and the ICF tournament in Ann Arbor. Going down to a couple Wolverines. Sorry about that, Harry. Oh, The defense there from Forbes. Outstanding. Into that backhand corner. Good start into trying to get this break back right away. It's tough to hear, but the way Forbes took that return looked like it must have clipped the net. Again, if you're new to college tennis, no let, no add. So if the ball hits the net off the serve, you are playing it. Also no add, so if we get the deuce, it's a deciding point. Receiver chooses the side of the court they want to take that one in. Almost the dreaded let court ace there from Svajda, but it did bounce just wide off the tape. That was a beautiful approach. That's the kind of aggressiveness that they're looking for out of Forbes. You see that cross-court backhand. Forbes had a little hip injury at the end of the year last year, and it wasn't great. On the results, another let. Almost the same serve. Off the tape, forcing Forbes to hit a sort of underhand return into the body. Makes it 30-all. After that hip injury, he just didn't play a lot in the summer either. Did a lot of PT, trying to get things ready for the year, looking to have a good college season. And now he set himself up a couple chances to break right back here. 30-40. Talking to head coach Harry Jaden. He said Forbes is wanting to look to be aggressive, so he's looking forward to seeing some of these key points, what he does. This is one of them for sure. Again, the drop shot, not advised against either of these guys unless you're just trying to draw them in the net, which was not the case there. And Svajda left it in the wheelhouse for Forbes, and Matthew Forbes breaks right back, and we're all squared at 4-all. I just don't think under any circumstance that was really the right play. That's just a mental breakdown more than anything. Looks like, not sure if it was called out. If it was overruled, but I'm not sure. But you saw the fist pump from Forbes indicating that it was his point. And I don't have good audio from the chair here. Some of the chairs we've been able to hear very well. Players, again, are issued 3 challenges each per set. And when that happens, we'll usually hear the chair call out that there's a challenge and then hear the result. Now Svajda putting a little pressure right back on Forbes. We had back-to-back breaks. Two guys feeling each other out, maybe getting a little rhythm and accustomed to the other's serve. Unforced error into the net from Forbes, and now 3 more break chances for Svajda again. Looking for a 3rd break in a row here in the first set. And that prompts assistant coach Mike Flowers to come over and have a word with Forbes, who's got to reset here mentally. Serve into the body, draws the return in the net. Good serve there from Forbes. To get one of the 3 he needs to hold. Still 30-40 and a couple break opportunities for Svajda. That ball wide. I think when they go back and watch that one on tape, it's not going to be the way that that point should have played out for Forbes. Had a couple chances to come in. He was too slow and hesitated both times. And then the second time, that floater back from Svajda landing right on the baseline. But for a guy that wants to be aggressive and wants to get to the net, he hit that inside-out forehand and had opportunities to come in. One of them was from inside the baseline, and he just didn't follow it in. Would have liked to see him do that there. So Trevor Svajda going to get an opportunity now after 3 straight breaks in this set. We had 6 holds to start us at 3-all, and now 3 breaks in a row. Svajda going to serve for the first set. Give you some scores from around the grounds. Krivakapich from Purdue. 6-2 in the 3rd over Alex Chang. Chang transferring to Stanford this year from Cal. J. Friend of Arizona, 6-1 in the 3rd over Luis Alvarez of Oklahoma. Jack Anthrop, 7-5, 6-2 over Paul Chuspe of Princeton. Sebastian Domingo came from behind. 7-5 in the 3rd over Keegan Rice of Virginia. Domingo from Notre Dame. Dylan Dietrich of Virginia. 4-4 over Jonah Braswell of Texas. Braswell's teammate Sebastian Erickson of Texas dropping a 7-6, 6-4 decision to Emin van Lobensel's of UCLA. Duncan Chan. The great fall continues after what he did at Battle in the Bay, and now here, a second round win over Nick Kotzen of Columbia, 3-4. Tomorrow, a big day in singles at both sites. For a couple of reasons, and 30 Love, Svajda now 2 points from a set. The first reason being that the morning match will be the one that qualifies you for the NCAA championship. Winners of the morning matches will get into the quarterfinals. And that earns them their ticket into the NCAA championships. But the second reason is it's the only day of the tournament where there are 2 main draw singles rounds. So we'll play the round of 16 and the quarterfinals both tomorrow. So if you win your match in the morning, you're going to turn around and play again in the afternoon. Oh, that's beautiful volley there from Forbes, trying to find a way to get back into this game and prevent Svajda from serving the set out. See that nice touch drop volley there. But still 30-15. For Svajda here, 2 points from a set. Svajda called the ball wide. Looks like the chair overruled, and I'm not sure if he's challenging. Wish we could hear a little better. See if we can turn the volume up a little. Hearing the other courts better than we are. Svajda here at the moment, and Flowers now going to make his way in to see what all the talk is about. I think Svajda was overruled and then possibly challenged. I heard him say that counts as a code, so I think when he was overruled, so that may have been a point penalty because it was 30-15. The point would have made it 30-all, so I'm going to guess that means it's now 30-40 and break point for Forbes since he's serving from the ad court. Indeed it was. So a turn of events there. Svajda was overruled and then given a point penalty for the overrule. And Forbes takes advantage and breaks him. So not only was that a big break for Forbes to get back on serve, Forbes sends the first one wide, but Svajda now already receiving a point penalty, making it very tough for him to call anything out at this point now, because the next overrule is going to be a game. We've already seen 2 matches here this week, one yesterday and one today, defaulted on the point penalty system. It was Svajda of Oklahoma yesterday defaulting a match up 5-4 in the third
Stevenson, Kentucky, Manning, NC State,
to Spencer Johnson of UCLA. And then today,
Kentucky,
Jack
Manning,
Loudon
NC State,
of Kentucky doing the same and giving one to Ozan Barish, although Barish at that point I believe was up a break in the third, unlike Alvarez, who trailed, or who was, excuse me, Lacides yesterday, who was leading 5-4 in the third. Looks like maybe the on-screen scores now are staying up. We'll keep ours up for a minute just in case. They seem to keep freezing on us. Woo! What a little pickup off the shoelaces from Forbes there. See if we're able to catch that one in time. Ah, just the tail end. But 5-all, 30-all now, big spot. Svajda's got to be feeling really nervous about calling balls out, not only just because he's already got the point penalty, but because they're using this electronic line calling system. I think in the past they felt like it was going to have to be a pretty egregious call to get overruled for a game and then a match. The chair usually going to be reluctant to do that. Now that decision has been taken out of the chair's hands. And a double fault there. And Forbes again. Could it be 3 straight breaks for Svajda? 5 in a row in the set. We've had 4 straight breaks. But with that electronic line calling, chair gets no say in the matter. If there's a challenge, they go to the ELC, and if it says overrule, it says overrule. Forbes fights the first one off, so now a huge deuce deciding point here at 5-all. For Forbes on serve. Forbes gets the hold, so that's a big 30-40 hold from Matthew Forbes. And the Spartan junior, or sophomore, excuse me, gonna take a 6-5 lead now. Force Svajda to try to serve to get into a breaker. Mentioned Spencer Johnson, the beneficiary of one of those defaults yesterday. From 5-4 in the third down, he got that default facing Santi Giamichel, the UCF transfer to Georgia this year. Giamichel serving 5 love in the third, so Johnson's got a lot of work to do to try to get himself back into that one. Had a good look at a pass there, did Forbes, but didn't quite get it up and over. So quick 30 love for Svajda, and we might be heading into a breaker. So 40 love and 4 game points to send us to a tiebreak here. Forbes not going to give it away that easy. I like the aggression. Just overcooked it, but Svajda gets the hold. Forbes went after that serve. So it will be a tiebreak here for the first set. Oh, and it drops over. Forbes goes with the drop shot, catches the tape, and rolls over. So he holds his first serve for 1-0 here in the breaker.
Sanchez, Martinez, State, Taylor, 5. Sanchez, Martinez, Taylor, 5.
Oh my goodness. Oh, come on! Oh, I wish we had more than 10 seconds of replay. Grabbed it, but we're not going to see the best part of this point. But look at this defense from Matthew Forbes, and I'll tell you what. The part that we can't go back far enough to is there was a ball in the middle of the rally on the right sideline that Svajda played that definitely looked wide. But he was forced to play that ball because of the fact that he's already got a point penalty in him, and he can't give the tiebreak up on an overrule, so he had to play it. And that's exactly why, especially with this ELC, and you're just never sure how that's going to go, you got to play the ball unless you're 100% positive it's out. So 4-1 now for Forbes. The momentum of this tiebreak shifted on that point where Svajda played the out ball, and then Forbes just the unbelievable defense. There's a great volley from Trevor Svajda, so he gets it back to 4-2 at the turn. So we'll see. Just a very precarious spot for Svajda here. Can't afford a game penalty at any point, but you certainly can't take it in a tiebreak, which gives the set away. So he's got to play everything right now. Just wide from Forbes on the defense there, but whoop, excuse me. Forbes holds his first for 5-3. got there, but not even close with the reply. Was Svajda, so 6-3 and 3 set points coming here for Forbes. The first two will be on the serve of Trevor Svajda.
Nakashima, Ohio State. Isaiah, Hawaii, 49. Nakashima, Ohio State. Isaiah, Hawaii, report 49.
It was a good thought from Forbes, going over the low part of the net, cross court, inside out there, just missed it. So Svajda gets his first service point, needs one more here to try to force Forbes to serve it out on his own. And he'll do just that. Svajda holds both of his service points. And now Matthew Forbes is going to have set point. Number 3. Second serve look here for Svajda now. And that serve looked like it might have even possibly been deep, and no way Svajda can call it. So Matthew Forbes, 7-5 in the breaker, takes a 7-6 first set for the Spartans. May have an extended restroom break here. Gonna get new balls while we have the extended break. Again, in college, new balls each set, unlike the pro game where they change after the first 7 games and then every 9 after that. Here, doesn't matter how many games you play, just get new balls each set. We'll take a quick look around at some scores around the grounds now. Looking for any matches we didn't have finals on before. Ohio State's Aiden Kim. Baylor's transfer in from ODU. Connor Van Schalkwijk have split sets. They're headed into a third. Kenta Miyoshi, 6-1-2-3. On Lauren Byers. Miyoshi at Illinois, Lauren Byers at Ohio State, a transfer in from Penn State, intra-Big Ten transfer there. DK Suresh, a 7-6 in the third win over Oregon's Vlad Briazu. Sebastian Gorsny, 2-4 over Alexander Bernard, a match I was looking forward to as a rematch from several years back in the NCAA tournament in Orlando when we saw the heat taking its toll on everyone, including Sebastian Gorsny, and Bernie, I believe, victorious that day. Gorsny gets this one. I think we also saw a replay of that when Gorsny was at TCU in another time. So again, we'll have both the round of 16 and the quarterfinals tomorrow. Take a look at our draws, see if they've got them updated with the results so far to see what the matchups will be coming. Tomorrow we do have some completions in there as the players make their way back to the court. You see Forbes walking on. It's going to be top-seeded DK Suresh taking on Duncan Chan. Dylan Dietrich of Virginia against Ohio State's Jack Anthrop. Arizona's Jay Friend will meet UCLA's Emin Van Lobenfels. Forbes teammate Ozan Barish going to take on Big Ten foe from Purdue, Alexa Krivopavich. Get that right one way or the other. Sebastian Gorsny will face Sebastian Domingo. Contrast in styles. That'll be the big server, big hitter. Domingo. Gorsny loves to counterpunch. As we get underway here in the second set. All remaining matches yet to be finalized, so we'll give you those as we find out. Some other matches underway right now and some backdraw action. Petar Jovanovic, Mississippi State, taking on Rowan Jones, Alabama transfer to North Carolina this year. Eli Stevenson of Kentucky taking on NC State's Will Manning, and Mississippi State's Benito Sanchez Martinez taking on Baylor's Zombor Velch. Svajda gets the hold in the opening game of the second set. And we'll get the quick no-sit change over here after one game. just wide on that approach from Svajda. Not really an intentional approach, but a short ball from Forbes gave him no choice. Don't think it's a spot Svajda particularly wants to be. Forbes doesn't mind coming in. He wants to be aggressive. I think Svajda would just as soon keep it a baseline game. Missed that return, and you see the frustration there. Not even getting a chance to get into the points here as Forbes goes up. $40 love. Don't really get a good look at these two side by side. Yeah, again, just not a play I think you want to really go for, but I think at 40 love, Svajda figured why not, and it was more of a bailout. Get to the next game without wasting a lot of energy. Don't think the best mental play, but nevertheless, 1-all. The point I was about to make was you don't see these two side by side, but definitely physically different appearances. Svajda goes about 5'9". Not thick. Forbes about 6'4" and thick. If I had Forbes' figure, I'd probably go sleeveless too. And that's a great inside-out forehand from Svajda there. See if we get another look at that one. Serve +1. Nothing Forbes can do about that. And another, I'm not even sure what that was. Not in a great spot. He wasn't inside the baseline. Forbes wasn't 10 feet behind the baseline, and the drop shot didn't even make it to the net. That is just not a good play from Svajda. He needs to get that out of his head. Maybe just thinking that he was up 30 love. Don't know, but don't want to give Forbes any more opportunities than you have to. Good serve there from Svajda down the middle. Forbes couldn't make super clean contact, and so 40-15. Another good serve for Svajda, and the poor drop shot attempt doesn't cost him at all. And we start the second set much like we did the first. We had 6 consecutive holds in the first set before a string of breaks. 4 breaks in a row we had after that. And we'll start with 3 holds here. Forbes coming up to serve. See assistant coach Mike Flowers still there with Forbes. Scoreboard blocking the bench of Trevor Svajda, so I don't have a good look to see somebody in a white hat behind the fence. Might be coach, not sure to be honest. Don't know if he's got potentially Grant Chen, Ben Johnson, or Kent Hunter with him. Yeah, that serve clipped the tape. Made Svajda play an awkward return, and Forbes able to take advantage. Forbes displaying a little frustration at his lack of ability to get a first serve in there. Svajda electing, instead of going down the open court, to try to go behind Forbes. Probably not a bad idea, just pulled it wide. And Forbes gets the hold for 2-all here. Svajda coming in, putting the overhead away, giving us a very unenthused look. I think if I'm Forbes, I see that and see that he doesn't look totally into it. Just wide. question is, what do you do when you think your opponent maybe not completely into it? I think in this case, obviously you want to play well, but maybe not. Be a little more reserved. Don't get too vocal, too loud, and give them any motivation to try to get into it here. But it's also sort of Svajda's mannerisms by default. Anyway, he's not an overly emotional guy most of the time. Maybe when it gets tight, big moments, but very businesslike most of the time. Other than that, think of a few players like that. Sebastian Domingo from Notre Dame, another one that I would classify as that, where you watch them play and you're just not sure. Looks like they don't care, but that's not the case. And that was a little too easy there if you're Matt Forbes. Didn't make him play a lot of balls. Svajda holds for 3-2. So, as we did in the first set, we start with 5 straight holds. Will we get a 6th like we did there? We shall see when Forbes comes out to serve. Let me turn that scoreboard off for a moment and see. Well, I won't say for sure I know who is standing back behind Trevor Svajda there, but if it is one of the coaches, it is clearly Kent Hunter. That is not Grant Chen or Ben Johnson. But I don't know if that is Hunter or not. Hunter's played his share of college tennis at multiple schools. Started, I'm trying to remember where he started. Somewhere in California, maybe Cal, I'm not sure. Transferred. Spent time at Tennessee and LSU, I believe, before his career finished. Now, it was a junior college in California that Hunter started his career before going to Tennessee and then LSU. Untimely double fault there. And Forbes now giving Svajda a little look. Last time he had love 30, I think he fought out of it. Heard a foot fault called. I don't know if that was our court or not. You just heard it coming from somewhere. And there you see the athleticism, putting that 6'4" height to use as well as the athleticism. Let's see if we've got that one. Yeah. Trying to do maybe a little bit of his best Pete Sampras imitation there. It's Matthew Forbes. And that's a quick 2 points to go from love 30 to 30 all. Oh, tremendous drop shot. Have not been a fan this match of either guy really trying to use it. Unless you know you've got your player very, very deep, as they are quick. We'll get one more look. The serve. +1 is a drop shot. And that backhand from Svajda is going to set up a deuce deciding point here. Svajda wants it in the deuce court. See what Forbes does. If he wants to be aggressive, I'd say big serve T and go for the +1. If he wants to be a little more conservative, he may just slice one in. This is the point Coach Jaden talked about. What's he going to do in the big points? Oh, he did exactly what I said. He went big T and was looking to follow it up with the +1. Serve just missed. He was aggressive, but Svajda was too good. The backhand pass from Trevor Svajda, and he gets the break for 4-2. Don't know if we caught that. Maybe the very tail end on the replay. Yeah, there's the... I mean, you can't do a lot about that. Svajda got to it. Got it down at the feet and very wide. There just isn't a lot you're going to do to that unless you close it in quicker. I'll just say he lost a good execution, did Forbes that time. I think if you're Coach Jaden, Coach Flowers watching that, you're not upset at all with the play. Big point, 2-3 deuce, and he was aggressive the entire point. Went for it on the first serve, played the second serve rally as aggressive as he could. Just didn't work out. And now Svajda's going to give him a look right back. Forbes just had a love 30 service game of his, and Svajda gives him one right back. It was at 3-all that we started the break string in the first set. It was 2-3 that we got one here, and now let's see if Forbes can get it right back. That's a great inside out. Forehand into the corner. Could see the wheels turning in Svajda's head. I was cringing that he might try to hit another drop shot right there. He didn't, elected to go inside out, forehand into the corner. Good play. But the way he pulled that racket back in the slight hesitation. I thought he was going to go drop her. Two great points in a row from Trevor Svajda there. He went inside-out forehand on the last one, goes forehand inside into the corner, forehand corner of Forbes that time. Three excellent points from Love 30. Svajda's played 3 great points there. To go up 40-30. Great ball down the line. I was looking to see if that was long. It was not, so it's a deciding point. For Matthew Forbes now. He goes and grabs the towel, and he's going to take it over to the other side. Taking his sweet time. Gonna let Trevor Svajda think about it a little. Oh, Forbes guessed right. He stayed put, got the backhand, and had a look, but just couldn't hit it. He goes wide with the backhand. And Trevor Svajda holds for 5-2. We're a long way off, but it certainly feels like we're headed for a deciding third set here. That was a big point. A big hold for Svajda at deuce there. Coach Mike Flowers. Some more words. Active coaching on the bench for Forbes here. Trevor Svajda playing his share of pro events. He's up to 394 in the ATP rankings. Of our current college players, Svajda 4th in ATP ranking. You got Michael Zhang at 227, Rafa Hodar of Virginia, 306, Zhang of Columbia, by the way. Ali Tarvit of San Diego at 388, and then Trevor Svajda at 394. So 4 current college players in the top 400 of the ATP rankings. And we don't have to go too much further down past that to find Forbes' teammate, Aris Thanos. He comes in at 475 and the 7th highest ranked current collegian. And Samir Banerjee, Antoine Guibido in between Svajda and Thanos. Good topspin forehand, just dropping inside the baseline there for Forbes. 6 players from the Michigan State
Svajda,
roster. At least 6 with current ATP points. Thanos at 475, Barish at 901, Rajanovic at 1362, Forbes at 1551, and then David Say and Mitchell Sheldon both with a point. Oh, that's a nice serve right in the T corner. And a hold for Forbes to make it 5-3. Going to force Svajda to serve it out. SMU also. Grant Chen's done a great job recruiting there. Interesting year for him with these roster limits coming in. He's always been a guy that's had a very big roster. And the NCAA now imposing the 10-man roster limit that there's a little flexibility on with your designated student athletes here this year, but that'll phase out. So we'll see how that plays out. Forbes frustrated with the missed return there, but 4 current, at least 4 current Mustangs with ATP points in singles. Mentioned Svajda at 394. You've got Georgi Georgiev at 914. And then the Brown transfer, Alex Finkelstein, as well as Jerry Barton, also ATP points. Barton a lone point. Well constructed there from Trevor Svajda. So 30 love. He was in this spot in the first set serving for the set. Unable to finish it, and Forbes broke him. See if 2 points from the second he can do it here. Oh! How pretty was that? Showing off the wheels. Let's see if I was able to catch much of that. Yeah, here we go. It's a good touch from Svajda, and even better from Forbes on the reply. Still 30-15 though, and 2 points from a set. If you're interested in those ATP rankings for college players, give you the info on how to find that here in a moment. The overhead into the net, and now maybe a little look for Forbes 30 all. But if you were looking for that info, whether that's men or women, you can go to collegetennisranks.com. All spelled out, collegetennisranks.com. There's a pros menu there that has ATP and WTA singles and doubles rankings. It'll show you all the players with college ties, current or former, and where they stand in the pro rankings. Oh, it just drops at his feet, and Forbes gives it the clap. He certainly thought that ball was sailing wide, and he watched it drop right in front of him, just inside that left sideline. And now a couple set points for Svajda. A little helpful tip if you are going to go look up the current ranking or player rankings for current players on collegetennisranks.com. There's a search box, and if you just put an asterisk in that search box, you'll find all the current players whose years are listed as whatever year they started through star, meaning still playing. Just wide. And it's a set for Trevor Svajda. So we'll get new balls and we'll get a third set. And Forbes will get a new shirt. And we'll use that as an opportunity to take a look around, see what kind of scores we have going on around the grounds now, whether that's main or back draw. Jakob Verba of Arkansas took a 6-4, 6-2 win over Henry Jefferson of Florida. Alessio Vasquez of LSU's got a 6-4, 4-1 lead on Takeshi Tako of Tulsa. I think our Kenta Miyoshi score may be frozen. That's showing 6-1, 3-5. Not sure if that's current or not in favor of Miyoshi. Oscar Lacides, who we mentioned was given that match default yesterday, a 3-love. And it says completed, maybe a retirement over UCSB's Dominique Roland. Aiden Kim took a 6-love third set over Connor von Schalkwijk of Baylor. Hugo Carr and Nikita Fillin. Carr, South Florida, Fillin of Ohio State, going to a third. Santi Giamichel. Seems like forever ago we said he was up 5-love in the third on Spencer Johnson. That shows 5-3 now. Don't know if that's actually current or not. Vignesh Gojaneni. I would consider that an upset. 6-2, 6-3 in the main draw over Corey Craig of Florida State, one of our seeded players. That's a big win for Yale and Gojaneni. And Forbes is going to kick us off here in the third. So Forbes takes the opening game in the third set. First two sets have started with 5 straight holds. Let's see if we get a series of holds to start the third here. And I will keep my eyes on the play here of Matthew Forbes to see if we indeed get some big points and see how he's playing them. The winner of this match gets the winner of that Kenta Miyoshi Lauren Byers match. That I feel like ought to be further along than the score shows, and maybe it is. Which hasn't been updated. Forbes may have broken a string there. You see him going in for a racket change. Either didn't like the feel or he broke a string. Gonna go take a look at that Kenta Miyoshi. Yeah, that score is behind online. They've gone to a third. Kenta Miyoshi. One love in the third in that match, so the winner of this to square off against the winner of that. And a couple quick holds to start the third. Trevor Svajda makes it 1-all. It's a big serve from Matthew Forbes. I want to call it slice wide, but not much of a slice, just wide. Got a lot of pace on that. Pulled up on that backhand, did Forbes. We'll see which player ends up having to face the first break point in the third here, or the first pressure spot on serve. Little bit of pressure coming here. For Forbes on his serve, 30-all, 1-all. Still early, though. Wow. Svajda almost made him pay anyway, but what a great point from Forbes there. Worked him corner to corner. A couple of really good balls, but Svajda almost got the forehand on the run for the pass.
Clemson, 4-1. Clement, Georgia Tech, knockoff, Clemson, 4-1.
I'm not sure what that was. Forbes looked like he had a few words for Svajda there. Don't know what those words were. Still not a fan of that drop shot. And that's going to bring up a big deciding point. Those words should have been, I didn't know you were that fast. Which he should know. So let's see what Forbes has got here on the deuce deciding point. He made him hit an extra ball, but Svajda says, hit me as many as you want. And he puts away the overhead in the first break of the third. Goes the way of the SMU Mustang, and Trevor Svajda takes a 2-1 lead in the third set. Looking around, Stevenson and Manning are on the court that Johnson and Gia Michelle were on, so that match is definitely over, but the score not showing in the online scores. A lot of doubles action still to come today here, both Tulsa and Cary. All those individual court streams available. If you've got a favorite player, person, team you are looking to follow, you can catch those. Or you can catch Alex Gruskin on our other stream on the Cross Court Cast, who's got action from both sites, all matches popping in and out. Or stay here with us and watch the conclusion of Trevor Svajda and Matthew Forbes. As Svajda now to serve 2-1 up a break in the third. You could tell by the reaction of Trevor Svajda there, he just hit what he thought was an easy ball, a little bit long. So 15 all. Forbes returns the favor, sends the backhand long. Unforced error. Forbes overcooked that swinging volley. Got himself in a good position. Really teed off on the return as well, but a little too much on that swinging volley. Svajda gets the hold. Consolidates the break for 3-1. No missing the short one that time for Forbes. Must holds for him now. Down a break in the third already. Ball called wide, I believe, by Forbes, and it looks like Svajda's challenging. And it looks like it was indeed wide. So 40-15 for Forbes. And that's an ace for Matthew Forbes. So he holds for 2-3. Keeps it to that single break deficit. Flowers walking across. I'm going to guess he's filling up a bottle maybe for Forbes there. Indeed he is. You see the water jugs underneath the chairs on both courts in sight. Oh, beautiful pass. Just on or inside that line for Forbes, and he gets the first point on the Svajda 3-2 service game. He's got to find a break here sometime, so good way to start this game for Forbes. That forehand just catching what looked like the inside of that line. Forbes not quite ready. Yes. Svajda to wait. Played such a good point. And then mistimed that ball did Forbes, so Svajda gets it to 15 all, and a ball rolled out in the middle of the court there. And you could tell by the reaction from Trevor Svajda that that ball caught the line. And even if it didn't, it was close enough that he couldn't call it out, because, as we've already established, his next overrule is a game penalty. But you saw him looking down, saw it land, and just dropped the head. Couldn't believe it. Oh, well done there. Good setup from Trevor Svajda. See if we get another look at that one. Yeah, you see that ball wide. Inside out forehand pushing Forbes all the way out off the court, and then puts that one away. Down the line, so 30 all now. Oh, Svajda tries to get a little too tricky with the volley. And puts it in the net, and now Forbes has got a couple break chances to try to get this one back on serve. It's just too good. You hear Forbes screaming no, but that was a great point from Trevor Svajda, and I don't know what Forbes could have done about that. But it's another deuce deciding point on the Svajda service game for Matthew Forbes. And that ball deep, I do believe Forbes is going to challenge, but Svajda confident enough that that ball was deep. Waiting for the verdict here still. Looks like the call stands. So Svajda gets the hold for 4-2 and had a couple deuce games now, and Forbes will try to regroup here after having several break opportunities. What in the world? Svajda waited and waited and waited for that, and then still swung early and just caught the ball top of the frame, and it sailed long. You saw his reaction of disbelief as well. Forbes pulls the backhand wide. You hear the frustration come out. There's now the serve. Going to be uber important. See how he handles this at 15:30. Already down a break 2-4 in the third. Not handled well, so it's 15:40, and now a big spot of trouble here for Matt Forbes. Certainly not over if he goes down double break, but not a spot he wants to be in. So needs to find a hold here, and not even going to go move that ball. Don't like that. Oh, the drop shot worked out for him that time. 15-40 down a break. Tough time to go for a drop shot, but it works out. Gets him to 30-40. Some great defense there from Forbes, but Svajda too good. Pushes that backhand down the line for another break. And Trevor Svajda now is going to get an opportunity to serve for the match at least once. 5-2 double break lead here. Would love to be a fly on the wall behind Mike Flowers and Matthew Forbes right now. See what kind of words of encouragement or advice he's got, but got a lot of work to do now. Needs to find a break, hold, break here against Trevor Svajda. As the Mustang Jr. is going to serve for the match. 5-2 in the third here. Just wide, so the first point to Forbes. Interesting tactic from Svajda there. He's definitely been getting the better of the rally points here lately. Chose to come in. Ball just deep, so a love 30 look for Forbes. Svajda probably telling himself this is why I got the double break lead, but he's not going to want to give this up that easy. See if he just settles back down and plays a baseline game here. Just hammering that backhand corner of Forbes is Trevor Svajda. Kept getting more dangerously close to that sideline. One of them may have been on it, but eventually draws the backhand into the net. So 15-30 now. Ball called wide. Look at it. Doesn't look like Forbes is challenging, so must have clearly been wide. I thought the initial scream we heard may have been coming from Forbes on a break, but no. Yeah, you see Svajda waving that ball out, wanting it to run deep, and it does. And that's going to bring up a deciding point, match point here for Trevor Svajda. And the drop shot, ill-advised. I'm not sure why we keep going to it, but Forbes covers it easy. Point goes on. But Forbes ends up getting it. So one break back for Matthew Forbes. Now comes the hold, and should he get that, he's got to find another break, but step one down.
Below Arkansas. There's on Princeton, court 8. Lothing, Arkansas. Here's on Princeton, court 8.
So let's see if Forbes can continue the momentum off the break here and get his hold. Forbes thought the serve might have been good. I don't know, almost worth a challenge just to see if you can catch him in an overrule for a game penalty. But not going to challenge. Hear a little bit of wind, not noticing it too much on the umbrellas or anything else, but you can hear it in the camera. Quick hold for Forbes. Svajda's content to let that one go by quickly and take his second chance at serving for the match. So we'll have a changeover, and Trevor Svajda's going to come out one more time and try to serve this one out. All right, so Trevor Svajda kind of take attempt number 2 here to serve this one out. If not, if Forbes can find a break, we'll find ourselves back in a match at 5-all in the third. And Svajda sends the first forehand long. And now maybe just a little bit of pressure. Oh, that's so pretty. That was a tough ball to handle. Forbes made a good attempt to pass down low on the backhand side. And we get a look at that from Trevor Svajda here. Approach. Here's this ball down low. Just a nice cross-court finesse volley there from Trevor Svajda. Another drop, Svajda there, but just doesn't get it up over the net. So Forbes applying some pressure, 15-30. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh my God! Are you serious?
What's the argument here? I grabbed a replay, but I don't want to show it. Let's hear what's going on. I mean, unbelievable defense from Forbes. I think it's 15-40. But I'm not sure what Svajda's complaining about. I think he just lost the point and it's 15-40. He can't be complaining about anything other than some sort of overruled penalty. I'm not sure. I don't know what he doesn't like. Was that I believe that was some sort of code and a game penalty for 5-all. Indeed, it's 5 games all. I did not see what that code violation would have been. Would love to hear a recap of what happened there. Again, it was 15-30. Svajda serving. He lost the point. Oh my gosh. Gosh, Forbes is going to leave that ball right in the middle of the service box. And Svajda just sails the return for 40 love. Looked like he just lost the point for 15-40, and he said, "Are you kidding me?" And the next thing you know, it's 5-all, which can only mean that it had to be some sort of code violation. And I didn't see anything to be overruled. Suppose it could have been, but it was either an overruled or some sort of code violation for something he said or did. Still not sure. Nevertheless, it got us to 5-all, and now 5-all 40-15 for Matthew Forbes. And that's an ace, and Svajda, he throws his hands up. I don't think he could. Oh, he called it out. Wow, what a dangerous call. And is Forbes not going to challenge? Doesn't look like it. I would have to think that another overrule would be a match default here, which we've seen 2 of already. I don't know if Forbes, I think he's still got challenges left this set. So Forbes now from 5-2 down has come back. 5-2 double breakdown, and he leads 6-5. So getting word that Svajda, sounds like Svajda thought that ball was a double bounce. Still confusing though, because I think that would have... so he thought it was a double bounce. Would have just made it 15-40, and then he screamed, "There's no bleeping way." I'll leave the expletive out. That earned him the code violation. And the game penalty to make it 5-all. So a very tough spot for him. Not only does he need to behave himself here, but can't afford to call anything out because it's a match default on the next. Next code violation, whether that be code or an overrule. Forbes guessed right the first time, but Svajda puts the second overhead away. And if he can find his way into a tie break here. Gets very, very nervy when you know you can't call anything out. And he's on his way, 40-15 now. 3 game points and a chance to send this to a third set breaker. Some heat there in the middle of that rally from both, but Svajda gets the hold, so 6-all, and it will indeed be a third set buster for the match here. Seven-point tie break, first to 7, win by 2. Forbes will start us off serving. And again, just keep your eyes on any balls that he hits close to the line. Oh, and he starts it off with the let court ace. What a way to start a third set breaker. Oh, great wheels from Forbes to chase it down, but better placement from Trevor Svajda. Corner to corner he moves Forbes. Kept his composure well. 1-all in the breaker. That's a winner. Down the line from Forbes, first mini break. It looked good. That's about all it's going to take, is to look good, because, again, Svajda just can't really afford to call anything out. I mean, unless he gets to the point where he's down a match point, and it would be a loss anyway. He's got to play everything. Boy, that was a big second serve from Forbes there. See if we've got the replay on that backhand down the line, too. Oh, beautiful. Right into the corner. Right down the line from Forbes. He takes a 3-1 lead. He did call that one out, probably the point where he's got to now, but that did look wide. I don't think there's any question there. No challenge coming from Forbes, so 3-2, Svajda gets it back on serve. My guess is Svajda even was a little nervous about making that call. And honestly, if I'm Forbes, I might take a shot at the challenge anyway. Called wide by Forbes. Challenged by Svajda. So we're going to have a review here. Boy, I wish we had mics on the chair. Can't hear them. And indeed, it was good. So the challenge from Svajda results in an overrule. Luckily for Forbes, his first of the match, so no point penalty. Now 3-all. So overrules at this point would be a point penalty to Forbes and a match default to Svajda. So Svajda one more serve coming from the deuce court here at 3-all. Both players feeling the nerves here. Maybe not the nerves, but the gravity of the moment at least. That's a winner. Oh no. Svajda misses the ball into the net. Sorry, we had a momentary. I think I've lost court audio. I'll see if I can get that back up, but had some video issues there. Hopefully we've taken care of. But Forbes has taken a 5-4 lead. Svajda puts that one away. Puts that one away as well. So Svajda now 6-5 and match point. Make it 6-all. They're going to change ends now. Got our court audio back there. Good thing it didn't end at 6-5. Apologize for that. Six all in a third set breaker now. I think the can't afford to call anything out that is gone now. If you think the ball's out, you're calling it out, whether you're going to get penalized or not. One serve left for Forbes here from the far end. Winner down the line from Forbes. One more look at that. That's going to bring up a match point for him now. And a look at a second serve. Here's where you put the game plan to the test. You want to be aggressive. Are you going to get aggressive on a second serve? He did, and it works out. Matthew Forbes. 7-6 in the third. No love lost in the handshake there. Forbes goes over to shake the hand of the chair. Svajda straight to the bench. Matthew Forbes, 7-6, 3-6, 7-6 over Trevor Svajda, and the Michigan State Spartan is through to the round of 16, and Svajda grabs his stuff, and he is gone. I'm sure still seething over the way that played out. And that's going to do it for our featured matches of the day today. We will be back at it again tomorrow morning. Not sure what order or what matches we're going to pick, as you've got both the round of 16 and the quarterfinal matches tomorrow. So keep an eye out on social media, the ITA site, Cracked Racquets. We'll let you know what those featured matches are going to be. But until then, I've been your host, Chris Halioris. And it has been a pleasure calling all the action in our featured matches from the 2025 ITA All-American Championships here at the Michael D. Case Tennis Center in Tulsa, as well as Cary Tennis Park. Until tomorrow, folks, we will see you again.